In the National Football League. Freddie?
Today's Groundhog Day, right?
Yeah,
I feel like I'm Bill
right?
Murray and Sonny and Cher singing "I Got You, Babe" and Punxsutawney Phil that has even the shadow in that movie. That's what it is with Johnny Manziel. It is Groundhog Day. I don't know about the whole should he get another chance, because there's always going to be somebody out there that's going to believe if we get him here, he's around our guys.
Jerry Jones.
He's going to be on fire. As a Cowboys fan, don't even say that, because it's probably going to happen, George.
Oh, you know it's going to happen.
It's probably coming true.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. It's not about should Johnny Manziel get another chance. It's if Johnny Manziel wants that chance. Because you can't get your party on or always have trouble around you and think that people are going to forget it. The National Football League was here long before he got here. It's going to be here long after he leaves, of his own choosing. And this is his own choosing right now. So I'm not saying that this was his fault what happened over the weekend, but I don't think it's a coincidence that every time we turn around, something's being jumped off, and he's always in the middle of it, and it's usually never anything good. You would think that the Cleveland Browns don't want you anymore. Hugh Jackson basically said at the press conference, he hasn't even contacted the guy. I'm sure that, hey, Coach Jackson, Johnny Manziel on the line went, yeah, I got it, and he went on to do something else. So it's not so much about Johnny Manziel, should he get another shot. It's if Johnny Manziel wants it, then what are you going to do about it? Because I guarantee you, whether it's the Dallas Cowboys or somebody else, somebody's going to take a chance on this guy, and they're going to rue the day they decided to do that, thinking you can change this guy. You can't save people that don't want to be saved. And all we've seen from Johnny Manziel in his first 2 years in the NFL is somebody that does not want to save himself from himself to be a better person and a better player in the NFL field.
You know what the Hugh Jackson thing reminds me of? The fact we were just talking about LeBron. It took LeBron, what, 4, 5, 6 weeks to meet with David Blatt? That feels like the same kind of thing that's going on there with Hugh Jackson. And I don't blame him, because you know what? I was a guy who was all in on Johnny. I was like, this guy's going to be fun. He's going to be good for the game. And I felt like, okay, maybe he could mature. We saw, at least early on in the season, his teammates were like, man, his head's in the playbook. He really seems like he's getting it together. But you know what? At the end of the day, he is who he is. And he comes across as a kid who maybe kind of bratty, right? Like, that's kind of the best way to describe him, where he's always gotten his way, and in college he was the big man on campus. That's not the case in the NFL. And let's talk about this. He's just not good enough at the National Football League level. I've sat here and tried to make excuses after excuses after excuses for him, and I'm done. I'm tired of it. He's not good enough on the field to warrant this type of behavior, and certainly these type of chances at this point.
Yeah, I don't think he should get another chance until he has remedied the reason why he ruined his first chance.
Agree.
I am down with anyone getting a second chance if the mistakes that caused the first flop have been remedied. That's where Johnny is right now. He's continuing to make all of the same mistakes, and it's kind of reached a point now where I just have a lot of sympathy and empathy, because there's no way this guy who put all this work into football would just continually make all of these mistakes and be in the middle of everything unless there's like a genuine problem, an underlying problem that he needs to get help for. So until he gets that help, whatever it is, I don't see why he should be back in the league, because all he's had is soft landings to this point in his career and in his life from the outsider's perspective. So until that changes, why would he be forced to change all of those past mistakes and all of that past behavior to actually open the door to a second chance? Because what's the point of getting a second chance if you're going to continue to make all of the mistakes that you've been making before? I mean, you're going to be in the same spot you were in.
I hope there is a problem. Seriously.
I definitely think that there is.
Well, I hope that's the case, from whether it's clinical, professional, whatever that is. Because if there isn't a problem,
then he's just a brat.
Then he's just a complete fool.
Yeah.
Seriously, brat, whatever you want to call him. So maybe that's the deal. Maybe there's a problem that he doesn't want to admit to, or somebody knows something about that they don't want to admit to, hoping that he'll figure it out. This is the definition of insanity. Waiting for him to figure this out by himself.
There has to be a problem. It's like 48 hours after the Browns owner props open the door to your future with the Browns, saying the door's not completely shut. The police are around you. I mean, you have to do a lot to get the police to show up.
And also, our main indicator during the offseason, he went to rehab.
To some form of rehab.
Some form of rehab. We don't know what it is, but obviously he had an issue with that. Whether that was a PR move or whether that was very authentic. But like you said, Freddie, the person has to want the help.
And it could have been both at that point. PR move and he wanted help, but he's just not ready for help yet.
Right,
maybe.
And it can be both. It could be he has a problem, and he's also kind of grown up like a brat. There's nuance to this discussion.
You keep enabling people like this because of their talent or what you think their talent is, you're giving them a false sense of security. Because Johnny Manziel is thinking, well, someone's going to give me a chance because of my ability. He believes that in his mind, whether it's Cleveland or somebody else. If that door shuts on him, then we'll see exactly what he's all about.
Well, he believes that that's going to happen because it's kind of true. Sorry,
Yeah,
I hate to tell you.
unfortunately, yeah.
I hate to tell you, Cowboys fan, but I think he
Don't
might
do it,
be
Jerry.
going to
Somebody needs to
Don't do
throw
it.
away Jerry's flip phone because I think he still has a flip
Yeah.
phone.
Flip phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
He needs to throw that. Somebody needs to throw that away.
Stephen
Well,
Jones, give rid of the flip phone.
It's easier
Save
to
your
throw
father.
phones.
Yeah, exactly.
You should update that phone. Well, we will see if Johnny Football's career is over. Football season is almost over. Can you believe it? Almost. We're down to the final two, Broncos versus Panthers. Who will be the last one standing? We will make our Super Bowl picks